What's going on, fellas? What's going on? Want to talk to you guys about a question I was asked today. So, Jerry, what's going on, bro? We got on the road, huh, bro? You almost there? Or you there already? I want to talk to you guys about a question I was asked this morning. Uh, like I was saying the other day on my other video on leasing out your truck to a company, you got to keep this in mind. Once you lease onto a company completely, in other words, you're running under their authority, their permits, their registration, all that. Um, that truck, under the eyes of the law, under the eyes of DOT, Highway Patrol, it's the companies. That's the way they see it. It's being rent out to the company. So, in order for you to get your own registration, you got to do two things. Let the company know that you're going to get your own registration, which means is you're going to return their plates. Once you return their plates, they will cancel their plates out onto your truck. So now you have no plates. You have to go to the DMV with with uh, with all the paperwork of your truck, your VIN number of your truck, and here in California they do what's called a VIN number, a VIN check. So they're gonna go on top of your motor and verify that that's the truck you're trying to register. So keep that in mind, people. If you are fully leased onto a company, if you have their permits, their registration, uh, their emblem on your truck, that's what you have to do in order for you to put your registration on your truck with your name. Because if you don't, then it's gonna say, like for instance, this couple that called me this morning, they used to work for Roadrunner, and now they're trying to get their own authority. They've done everything. They've gotten their insurance. They've gotten their motor carrier permit. They got their CA number. They got their DOT number. But they were panicking because they finally realized that on their registration it says Roadrunner. So that's what you have to do. You got to go back, give the registration, the plates, the physical plates, back to Roadrunner and tell them please cancel out this registration. Luis Robles, what's going on? Vic, I need your advice. My Freightliner is heating up, going up hills. Have you checked your coolant? See where your coolant level was at? Uh, you check to see if your fan is your fan kicking in when you're when it's getting hot. What kind of Freightliner do you have? What kind of engine do you have on your Freightliner? Do you have a DD15, DD13? 2009 Columbia. Okay, what kind of engine do you have? Is it a Series 60? Cooling's at the right level. Cooling's at the right level. Uh, do you have the right coolant in it? I believe the Series 60 has the red coolant. Hmm. Do you have enough oil? Did you check your fluid on your oil? See if you have the right oil in there? I mean, is it topped off? Well, yeah, that's a for sure thing, Luis. If it's been a while since you flushed that coolant, yeah, bro, you're gonna need that. But If you don't have the right coolant in that truck, I think the Series 60 calls for the red coolant. If you don't have that, that could also be a problem. But yeah, I mean, flushing it would be something good as well. That'd be real good, to tell you the truth. Big Paul, what's going on, bro? Yeah, like Big Paul says, Luis, them loads might be pretty heavy as well. So, Mars, whoa, Pure E. What? Now you guys are running Pure E, huh? Yeah, I was at your yard this morning, Mars, whoa, over there at the Carson one. You're empty and it's heating up. Wow. Uh, Temperature coolant sensor. That's the only thing I can think of. Temperature coolant sensor. Pure E all day. Yeah, that's pretty good, Mars. Well, yeah, I called it a day early today, bro. I did one load from Ranch Cucamonga down to Costco, uh, and then I had a load coming out of there coming to Ontario, and they wanted me to go back down, but it was just it felt like a Monday today, Mars. Well, so I just said, screw it, I'm going home. I'm cool. I don't feel like driving back down, so I ended up calling it a day early, bro. But yeah, fellas, back to the subject. If you are fully leased onto this company, uh, don't panic with your registration. All you have to do is, if you're not gonna work with that company no more, just be straightforward with them, because this is what that couple try to do. They try to milk it as long as they could till they got their authority before they told Roadrunner, we're not gonna work with you guys. But they've been just dodging their phone calls and not working with them and working with somebody else. But finally, they realize, they got no choice. They have to return them plates in order to get Roadrunner's registrations canceled on that truck. So keep that in mind, fellas. If you're fully leased onto a company and you want to get your own authority and you want to uh, have your own registration, in other words, you want to have your own plates, you have to cancel out the plates that uh, you have on that truck. And in order to cancel them plates is return them to whoever gave you them plates, whatever company gave you them plates. And then you're eligible to go. Then you got to wait, 24 hours after you return the plates back and you let them know that you're not working with them or what have you. If you just tell them, I just want to get my plates, cure your plates, I'm going to get my own. You give it 24 hours before you go to the DMV, and then the DMV will give you your own plates. Of course, they're not going to give you the plates right there and then, but they'll give you a temporary permit and they'll give you something to put up on the windshield. Big Paul at Costco, they're unloading a boat at my spot. Damn, Big Paul, that's not good, bro. That is not good. Damn, that's not good. No, that is not good, bro. Good luck with that crap. Yeah, I was there this morning, Paul. I was there this morning, bro. I dropped off a load and then I grabbed the load from Evergreen coming back up. Can I use dishwashing soap to flush? No, 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 Luis. No, no, don't use no. No, you don't do that, bro. No. No, you don't do that, Luis. There's a drain plug on the bottom of the radiator. It's gonna be a plastic one, bro. All you do is turn it to the left. Turn it to the left. You're not gonna be able to unscrew it all completely. It's not gonna pop out. All it's gonna do is you turn it, the coolant's gonna start flushing out. Once it all flushes down, oh, and you also gotta open up the cap to the coolant reservoir. Open that up, that way it'll have air and all the coolant will flush right through. So you open up the cap from the top, then you open up the drain hole. You let everything drain up. You close that drain hole. You stick a water hose in there, and you fill it all the way to the top. You close that cap on the reservoir. You turn on the truck for about 30 seconds, turn it back off, and do the process again. Uh, Undo the cap on the reservoir, and then go loosen up the drain plug on the bottom of the radiator. You got to do that process at least 4 times in order for all that coolant to flush out, all that bad coolant to flush out. Because when you do it the first time, there's still coolant in the EGR coolant and in the turbo. So you got to do that process until when you do the drain hole on the bottom of the radiator and it just seems like clear water's coming out. That's when you have flushed your coolant. But don't use no soap, bro. Don't use any of that. And then when you refresh it, when you put the new coolant, make sure you put the right coolant in. I believe, because I drive a Series 60, and I believe my coolant is red. So, but you want to go to Freightliner, bro, and ask them what color coolant you're supposed to put on that truck. But I do believe it's red. So don't go to Walmart, AutoZone, and try to get car coolant, because that's not gonna work for your truck. Shut. So yeah, fellas, the couple called me this morning. They were panicking because they got their authority, but their registration still said Roadrunner. Um, Again, don't panic. Don't panic. All you gotta do is return them plates. Return them plates, and you know, tell Roadrunner you're not gonna work for them no more. What have you? You know, if you're still gonna work for them, that's fine. You know, just let them know you're getting your own registration. But you have to have that company cancel out that registration in order for you to get your own stuff. Because there's no way around that. You have to get that company to cancel out that registration. If not, you ain't gonna be able to get your own registration. And then when you go to get your own authority, it's gonna be worthless because registration, the truck is under somebody else's name, not yours. So you have to do that. You have to cancel out them plates and get your own stuff. There's no way around that. Big Paul says, will they change me double on my insurance if I get another driver? They will, Pop, but I don't put other drivers. I just put one driver per truck. That's it. That's it. I mean, you just got to tell the driver to be careful, bro. You know, but I don't add on other drivers. I just have one driver per truck, and you're all right. You're okay. You know. So is it against the law? Probably, but the way I see it, as long as the truck is insured, who cares who's behind the wheel? That's the way I see it. Of course, the law is not going to see it that way, but that's the way I see it, Big Paul. So, so yeah, fellas. I want to tell you guys too. I ended up meeting up with Jerry Perry this weekend. Good dude. Good dude. Real sharp dude. It was a pleasure meeting him. We met up at his company's yard, Swift Yard. We seen a whole bunch of dump trucks pulling out of that yard. Ain't that right, Jerry? One of them even looked scared. No, Big Paw, don't tell the insurance, bro. Don't tell the insurance. There's no need for that, bro. There's no need. I mean, they run the plates, bro. You know, they'll see that the truck is insured. To me, you're just throwing money away by putting somebody on your insurance because they're gonna want you to get a what's called a pull or a pull from DMV, which is a DMV printout from your driver, and then the insurance is gonna run they're gonna run his DMV record, and if he has points on his license, if he's got reckless driving or accidents, what have you, your insurance will go up, bro. It will go up. But yeah, me and Jerry met up, and it was cool meeting him. It was real cool meeting him, even though I did want to see that Peterbilt, because I wanted to clown him because that thing doesn't have no turn. So we ended up meeting up at the Swift Yard, and again, believe me, fellas, I've delivered and I picked up from that yard. I've never seen so many dump truck looking truckers coming out of that yard, out of that Swift Yard. That thing, man, I don't know how that freaking company's a mega company, to tell you the truth. But yeah, I'm hoping next time you're in town, Jerry, uh I can get some free time, bro, and uh we can maybe go to the Lab Factory or something, bro. I can show you around town, me and the wife and a few of my other friends, so you can get to know the city, and maybe you change your mind from Texas to California, because everybody will tell you California, there's a lot of money to be made here, brother. So, but anyways, fellas, yeah, that was my theme today. Uh, the couple called me and they were just stressed out about the registration. They didn't know how to go about it. So if you ever run into that problem, just give them plates back. Give them plates back, or let that company know. You know what? I'm gonna get my own registration, and 9 out of 10 times they'll let you get your own registration. Some companies won't, but some will. So uh, think about that, and don't don't panic. Don't panic. It's an easy process. It's not a long process as long as the company does their part, and that's why I say, don't ever leave on a bad note, because they could hold up your registration up to 72 hours. You don't want that. So think about that, people. All right, fellas. Well, if you guys don't have no more comments, questions, I will cut this video short. Uh, that's pretty much the topic of today. Uh, so if you're driving, be careful, stay safe. Uh, if you're sitting at the port, they'll get to you, big ball. They'll get to you, big brother. All right, fellas. Luis Robles. Good luck on your truck, bro. I hope you get it fixed. All right, fellas. Well, I'll let you guys go, and we'll see you guys in our next video.